Hey everybody, hey everybody, it is Freekbass and welcome to Wednesday Night Bass Talk. Thanks for joining me here tonight. I'm here every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, and we're here to talk bass lines, breaking down bass lines, new techniques, warm-up techniques. We do some unboxing of some new bass gear that comes through, talk about pedals, anything you want to talk bass related. That's what we're here every Wednesday night. I've set aside that. I want to thank you so much for spending a little bit of your Wednesday night with me. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. I'm just starting to dip my toe into the world of YouTube, so I'd really be appreciated that. And then also, if you're watching on Facebook, please hit the share button in your feed, get it out, and sign up for live notifications because we're going live all the time. Because speaking of bass and speaking of Facebook, this Saturday night, every Saturday night, I have a show called Saturday Night Chit Chat where I interview another musician. Well, I mean, in the world of bass, there's not a whole lot of other people you can get bigger than this. I'm super excited. One of the best bass players, legendary bass players out there, Mr. Billy Sheehan, is going to be joining me this Saturday night. Now, this Saturday night, to make everything come together, we had to do a little bouncing around with time. So this Saturday Night Chit Chat will be on at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're usually 9 p.m., but 7 p.m. Eastern Time this Saturday, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. But you don't want to miss it. Mr. Billy Sheehan, David Lee Roth, Steve Vai, Mr. Big. I mean, you can just go on and on and on. But just an amazing, and he's an amazing guy. I got to meet him. I did a thing out for Bass Player Magazine a few years ago out in LA. He was getting the Lifetime Achievement Award, as he should. And so I kind of gave him I said, hey, I got this little show I've been doing. So he's going to be joining me and all of you on this Saturday. And that's on the Facebook page, Freekbass Music, also the Jam Bass page too as well on Facebook. So that's it. But what we're here to talk about tonight, so we just released a song. It just came out yesterday. It's a song called Show Me the Way. It's a song myself, another bassist, Stefan Lassard from Dave Matthews Band, and Adrienne De Leon is doing the vocals on it from Orgone. She's also Matador Soul Sounds. So we put the song together. And one thing that doesn't get talked about a whole lot when creating bass lines, and a very, very simple thing you can do to add to your bass lines that might kind of sparse them up a little bit is octaves, using octaves. You know, when you think of a lot of times with octave, you think of more like disco-y bass lines, you know, like that kind of stuff. But I love using them because, I mean, not only individually, I love using them actually where I'm playing them together too, because it really thickens it up a lot. Now, you know, we've talked a lot about octave or pedals, which is awesome, but it's also sometimes good to be able to create that octave with your hand too as well, because it just widens your frequency range in so many ways. But the reason I brought this song in, I was like, well, this is perfect to talk about octaves, this new song we just released. By the way, I'll put a link to it, but it's available on Spotify, Amazon, everything. It just came out. We're releasing a video. Video comes out on Monday. The premiere will be on Relics Magazine, so keep an eye out for that. Stefan and I did a little question and answer session with them about the song and the video and stuff. But yeah, octaves. So, you know, when Stefan and I were putting together this song, I had a drum beat that I kind of put together, and then I had this kind of harmonic structure where I was just something real simple like that. That's initially what I had. But I wanted to kind of make it move a little bit, and you know, it's like, you know, a lot of those old really cool disco bass lines, you know, kind of made stuff kind of move, you know, adding the octaves. And so I was like, I wonder what this line would sound like adding that. And so just by simply adding the octave in, now the way I'm doing it is I'm thumping the low octave and plucking the high octave. You can do it finger style, of course, but I opted to go with like that style with it. Now, here's the thing with octaves, and I think is really important and something to focus on if you add octaves into something you're playing, whether it be a bass, Bass line, of course, you can do it with guitar, of course, piano, anything, keyboards. Making everything very even. So the low octave has the same weight as the high octave. So for instance, like, if I was making a more staccato, like that. Now this song's not like that. I wanted that note to be really big and round. So I want the octave that I'm plucking to be big and round too. So you want to keep, so everything has a very, very very full and really fills up that frequency range. On this song, everything is just bass. It's just my bass and Stefan's bass. There's drums and vocals, but no other melodic instruments at all. And so I really wanted to kind of get that frequency range really spread out. So, the bass would be kind of, covering the whole horizon in terms of the sound. So I was like, that's why I wanted to make the notes real big and long, more legato. And so, that was the approach I took. You can obviously take other approaches, making them shorter, whatever it is. But whatever your song is, it's something to kind of think about, like, especially if you're just doing if you've got a simple kind of little passage. There's so many ways you can bring those octaves in and cool. And you can, it just adds so much in terms of the way that you can really broaden your bass lines. And, part of it, I got ideas of using octaves was from like a lot of the disco material, but a lot of it was watching I talk so much about keyboard players in here, and I think about the clavinet a lot, and I think of watching Stevie Wonder play the clavinet. And I always think about his hand movements, the way he's kind of bouncing around, doing octaves and doing different notes within those. And I'm always kind of, again, I'm almost kind of mimicking that kind of movement. Same way, boom, bop, like a keyboard player would be doing it like this, probably their thumb and their pinky, like that. See, if they're doing like C, 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 but and that's the kind of thing. So whatever your bass line is, consider using octaves to enhance them. And, again, I'm just doing straight here, but like on that other bass line I showed you, you can kind of open it up a little bit. And then when you do kind of like at the end of this song right here, let's see if I can get to it real quick. I've been sitting here. Whoops, sorry about that. Let's see, we're almost there. I think it's around here. Okay, it's getting ready to kick in a minute. So what happens is you've been hearing me kind of the whole time, keeping it real open. Now you're going to hear, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go into this other line, which it tightens everything up a lot, and I kind of tighten up the bass line a lot, and then it's a very dynamic shift of the song. Here, listen, here we go. So I went from like something like that. So we have this big round to tighter, like, you hear that dynamic tightness. And it just adds some dynamic range to whatever you're playing, possibly. So octaves, just, any bass line you have, no matter how simple, think about adding octaves to it, whether it be individually like this or playing them together for like that kind of thing. So that is my bass talk for the week. A simple one, but yeah, very, very effective one. So thanks for hanging out with me. Do not forget that, I'm going to play us out here one more time. Do not forget, Saturday night, Billy Sheehan. It's going to be joining me, the amazing, legendary Billy Sheehan, bass player Billy Sheehan. Saturday Night Chit Chat. That's 7 p.m. this week. Don't forget, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. Thank you for being here tonight. Let's play a little bit of this out and see what happens here with this one. New single out. Just that came out yesterday. Check it out. Show You the Way. Freekbass with Stefan Lassard on bass too. Here we go. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you Saturday, 7 p.m. and then next Wednesday night, bass talk. Play more bass. See ya. Bye.